Hello, everyone.
Hi there.
Today, we're listening to a calm, natural conversation about a job interview.
Just relax, listen slowly, and enjoy the conversation.
Sarah, job interviews can feel a little stressful, don't you think?
Oh, yes, even confident people feel nervous sometimes.
It's interesting, though. Two people sit in a quiet room and they try to understand each other in just a few minutes.
That's true. A short conversation can change someone's career.
Exactly. Do you remember your first job interview?
Yes, very clearly. I remember sitting in the waiting area and thinking about everything I wanted to say.
Were you nervous?
Very nervous. My hands were cold, and I kept reading my resume again and again.
That sounds familiar. Many people do that before an interview. What about you? Do you usually feel calm before interviews?
Not really. I try to stay calm, but my mind starts asking many questions.
Like what kind of questions?
Things like, what will they ask me? Or will I answer clearly?
Yes, those thoughts are very common. But something interesting happens after the interview starts.
What do you mean?
Usually, after the first few minutes, the conversation becomes more natural.
That's true. The beginning is the hardest part.
Exactly. When you arrive for an interview, what is the first thing you notice?
I usually notice the office atmosphere.
The atmosphere.
Yes, the people, the noise level, the way employees talk to each other.
That can tell you a lot about the workplace.
Yes, it gives a feeling about the company culture.
Do you also look at how people greet you?
Of course, a friendly greeting makes a big difference.
I agree. A simple smile can make the situation much more comfortable.
And when people feel comfortable, they speak more naturally.
Let's imagine a simple interview situation.
Okay, that sounds interesting. I think many people can relate to that situation.
Yes, it's a very common experience. Imagine you arrive at the office a few minutes early.
Right. You walk into the building, maybe a little nervous, but also excited.
Exactly. You check in at the front desk and someone guides you to the interview room.
Then, after a short moment, the interviewer walks in and greets you.
Yes, they smile, shake your hand, and welcome you.
That first moment can feel very important.
Definitely. First impressions matter a lot in interviews.
So let me ask you something, Alex.
Sure.
When the interviewer greets you and the conversation begins, what do you usually say first?
Well, I usually try to keep it simple and polite.
What kind of sentence would you use?
I might say something like, "Hello, it's very nice to meet you. Thank you for inviting me today."
That sounds warm and respectful.
Yes, I think it helps start the conversation in a positive way.
I agree. A friendly beginning can make both people feel more comfortable.
What about you, Sarah? What do you usually say?
I usually say something similar. For example, hello, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the opportunity.
That sounds very polite and professional.
I think it's a good way to show appreciation for their time.
Yes, interviewers often have a busy schedule.
Exactly. So thanking them for the opportunity feels natural.
Do you ever try to add something small to the greeting?
Sometimes, if the situation feels relaxed, I might say something like, I'm happy to be here today.
That sounds very natural.
Yes, it shows a little enthusiasm.
I like that idea. Enthusiasm can leave a good impression.
And it also helps reduce the tension at the beginning.
That's true. The first few seconds of a conversation can shape the whole interview.
Exactly.
So after that greeting, the conversation usually begins more smoothly.
Yes, and both people start to relax a little.
And that's always a good start to an interview conversation.
Absolutely. A calm and friendly beginning makes everything easier.
After the greeting, interviewers often ask a simple question.
Yes, the famous question.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Exactly.
Many people find this question difficult.
That's true. It sounds simple, but people sometimes don't know where to begin.
How would you answer it?
I would talk about my background and what I enjoy doing in my work.
So you keep it simple and clear.
Yes, simple is usually best.
Another common question is about experience.
Yes, interviewers often want to understand what you have done before,
They may ask about your previous job.
or about a project you worked on.
Those questions help them imagine you in the role.
Exactly.
Let me ask you something, Sarah.
Sure.
Do you prefer formal interviews or relaxed conversations?
I prefer relaxed conversations
Why is that?
because people show their real personality when they feel relaxed.
That makes sense.
What about you?
I agree. A natural conversation feels more human.
Sometimes interviewers also ask about challenges.
Yes, questions like, tell me about a difficult situation.
Those questions help them understand how you solve problems.
Exactly.
But I think honesty is very important in those moments.
I completely agree. Another interesting part of interviews is when the interviewer asks,
Let me guess.
can you...
Do you have any questions for us?
Yes, that question always comes at the end. Do you usually ask questions?
Yes, I think it shows curiosity.
What kind of questions do you ask?
I like asking about the team and daily work.
That's a great idea.
What questions would you ask?
Maybe something about future projects.
That sounds interesting.
After the interview ends, how do you usually feel?
Honestly, a little relieved.
Relieved?
Yes, because the stressful part is over.
That's very understandable.
But sometimes I also feel proud.
Proud?
Yes, because I tried my best.
That's a very healthy way to think about it.
Alex, let me ask you one more question.
Sure.
Do you think interviews are changing these days?
Yes, definitely.
How so?
Many interviews now happen online.
That's true. Video interviews are very common.
They feel a little different from in-person meetings,
Yes, but they also feel more comfortable sometimes.
especially when you are at home.
Exactly.
Before we finish, I have a question for our listeners.
That's a great idea.
Have you ever had a job interview in English?
Or are you preparing for one in the future?
We would love to hear your experience.
You can share your thoughts in the comments.
If you enjoyed this slow and natural conversation,
Please like the video and subscribe to the channel.
you can also share this video with friends who want to improve their English listening.
And come back again for more calm conversations.
Thanks for listening.
See you next time.